It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. To the air right away is Brady. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Brady going to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. To throw, it's Brady. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Brady. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Williams not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
They're looking for Jeudy, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Raiders at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll try the right side here with White, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yard. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's White. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So part of it was a passing game to drag it down the field, but when they get close, they twist that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And it checks the offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays, try and go to those spots, and get your offense moving.
What a way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now Brady. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He's airing it out for Williams. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Two minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. So this strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver's offense now set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing now is Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Out to his left. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And he's brought down.
Go ahead.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go with White on the counter, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Garoppolo. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. A lot of people talk about how difficult it is to play in the high air here in Denver, but one group of folks who most definitely don't mind that, kickers, and that one, CD, a career long.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon, because they envy guys like Matt Prater, Brandon McManus, who have spent their careers here. They get to spend a bulk of their time kicking at altitude, and they absolutely love it. So when you get a chance to visit and do it yourself, you feel great about that opportunity.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we've no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. On a handoff, it's White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Garoppolo on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Running out of the gun with White. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White, his 3rd touchdown of the season, coming in this game. The Raiders take the opening kick over for the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. The 40. The 20. And all the way home for a Bronco score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. And finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point put through by Saka. And the lead's down to 24. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to go.
Here we go.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They start the drive with White. And he's got some space here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. Garoppolo. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They run straight ahead here with White. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. 1st down, here's White to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Brady. This will be caught. Judy. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They run. It's Williams. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And now here is another interception. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21, 21.
The drive starts with a run by White. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with White. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll go up the middle with White. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.